If lyricism in South Africa had a final boss, it would be him. A lot of artists rap, but very few architect the culture. In this episode, we're going to be talking about a rapper who was not only born in exile, he was the frontman for a live jazz rap band. He then soon rebranded his identity and went on to orchestrate the biggest generational crossover track in South African hip-hop history. I did my homework on Stogie T.
Oh my God! We got a hyena up in here!
We grind in it for black cards with no limit. Can be timid, background hinted, grandpa addicted to hard liquors. Damper, young spirit, kill confidence. God's image shines vivid but dims in eye mirrors. Far bigger obstacle, the faster
come here. Your name always comes up in conversation. Why is that, man? Who is Stogie T, man?
Stogie T is Tumi Molekane.
So look, in an era where attention spans are short and TikTok sounds run the charts, betting on pure, unadulterated lyricism is a risk. But for Boitumelo Molekane, better known as Stogie T, the pen game isn't a trend, it's the foundation. If you don't know the history, you don't know the gravity of what this man has accomplished. To understand the climax, you gotta understand the origin. All right, so let's take it back. He wasn't even born in South Africa. He was born in Tanzania in 1981 while his parents were living in exile. When he finally came back to Soweto in the early 90s, he brought a totally unique perspective with him. By the early 2000s, he wasn't Stogie T yet. He was Tumi. And he was fronting Tumi and The Volume.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna do a big Maria, right? So I come. Hey, you guys go. Alright? Let's shout out.
If you are a producer or engineer or just a student of the culture, this era is mandatory listening.
It's suitable to eat and it's the fruit of my people. The dietary supplement, the poor gotta be broke. Provided by your government, the suits get illegal. Troops keep it exclusively for the heroes of the struggle, so they hustle that B-E-E-O. That's what you would need of. They'll cut you a piece of the pie or cut you if there are no supplies.
They just weren't rapping over sequenced drum loops. They were a live ensemble blending jazz, poetry, and hip-hop.
But something interesting, you told me that you came straight out of school and you guys started the band in 2001. Yeah. Tell me, how did you guys get to meeting together and how did you decide to conceptualize this whole group?
Oh man, like, you know, I fell in love with live music. It was really, you know, I fell in love with live music, and there was like poetry, spoken word movement happening around the early 2000s. True. And so, you know, I was doing like a lot of spoken word stuff, and there was this house band that used to play for this open mic night, and I went out, you know.
This is you straight out of school, right? This is
fresh out. Went out, you know, did a couple songs with them, really nice. I was like, yo, let's do it again, and again, and again. And you just felt like where they were headed was the same place, like, you know what I mean? Like I was headed as well.
Loud people, a lost people, a beautiful people, and equally foul people, proud people, loud people, a lost people, a beautiful people, and equally foul people. I'm speaking to your people, all people, hopefully more people will stop eating all people, man. I lose people to laws and wars and more evil. I celebrate life, never mourn people, let the soul speak on behalf of those who...
They were dropping heavy, socially conscious records and touring the globe. Tumi became the voice of the underground purist. He was the intellectual, the poet. But here's where a lot of artists fade out. They get boxed in as the conscious boom bap guy. Tumi did the exact opposite though. Around 2016, he executed one of the most flawless rebrands in music history. He didn't just change his name, he evolved the aesthetic. Enter Stogie T.
Ash on my cigar, vintage bottles in the sky. I'm in a silk shirt, thick mommy in the miniskirt.
Something that we get to talk about. Talk to me about the rebranding, because
you know, one of the things, isn't it an emotional thing? Because, you know, you've been this, you're probably still the same person, but you've been this brand, this icon, this name is something else. Is there a little bit of emotion when you rebrand?
I think indeed. I mean, I'm an artist, and you know, you want to still feel alive. You want to still feel challenged. You still want to, you know, create new music. You know, create a new. And I think that I felt like my legacy, or as proud as I am of it, sometimes it can be a prison. You know, for you wanting to explore new things, or you know. So I just wanted to go. Okay, look, new name. You know, I'm not the same guy who came out 15 odd years ago, you know what I mean?
That's dinosaur years.
You know, things have changed in my life, and you know, and I think, you know, I want to be honest and sincere about those, you know, about those experiences and reflect on them. So, you know, I just felt like new name, you know.
The sound got bigger, the lifestyle got luxurious, and the bars got even sharper. He traded the backpack for a tailored suit and a cigar. He wasn't just rapping about the struggle anymore. He was rapping about the spoils of the war.
And not judging it, because I think before that's when the Stogie thing happened. Because before there was a coming from a moral position of like, yo, these are my views, these are my values. Yeah. And my sister, you ain't gotta do that. Yeah. You feel me? That was
yeah. I'm trying to understand like the difference between a Stogie and a Tumi. Especially when I listen to this, I'm just like, but this is what Tumi was saying as well. And you're gonna have to like, you know, unpack the proper difference there. Yeah.
So I mean, it's look
subtle difference.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's subtle in that it's layered. That's, you know, there's things there. You know what I mean? There's things that you kind of have to. But the general kind of like functional difference is that on one end, it came from like a look. This is my position on the world. This is my lens on the world. Hey, this is my view on it. Check it out, you know? Yeah. But that was limiting. And as I grew older and as I wasn't the same guy who came out when he was 20, 18, 19, you know what I mean? Yeah. I wasn't that guy, bro. I was like different. I had other stresses, other realities, you know what I mean? You're like, yo, bro, trying to figure it out, you know? Yeah. So you're like, okay, I just kind of want to I want to just reveal it.
He proved that you don't have to dumb down your lyrics to make music that sounds expensive. He positioned himself as the elder statesman, the dawn of South African hip-hop. All right, so let me set the scene for you. For years, there was a massive unspoken rivalry in South African rap between two of the biggest young stars in the game, Nasty C and A-Reece. The fans debated it, the internet fueled it, and everyone thought that they would never be on a track together. But Stogie T steps in and plays the ultimate chess move. He orchestrates a nearly 7-minute lyrical marathon featuring himself, veteran MC Mags, Nasty C, and A-Reece. But here's the wildest part. He recorded the track with them separately without letting A-Reece or Nasty C know the other was on it until the clearances were done.
Walk me through that song.
Let me walk you through it. So I find the beat, shout out to Homage. I write to it. I send my verse with the beat to Nasty. I say, bro, I need a verse on this, right? Nasty's like, all right, cool, got you. I've got this relationship with Reece now. I'm like, I gotta find a joint for Reece. Mm-hmm. And then I go, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
And when you're thinking of this idea, Nasty hasn't sent you...
He doesn't send me anything.
Yeah.
Yo, Reece. Yo, I need a verse on this joint right here. Reece like, I mess with the beat. All right, cool. And I get the hook from Nasty. I send it to old boy. Reece has the joint with Nasty on the hook. I tell Nasty, I say, yo.
Wait, you tell Reece first.
The first person is Reece. Okay. Reece is the first person to know.
Tell me that conversation.
That conversation is, yo, I'm not sure if there's an issue with you and Nasty C.
Yeah.
But like, I did ask him to be on his joint first. Yeah. And I just thought afterwards, yo, it might be dope for you to, you know?
Yeah.
What's the issue? He's like, yo, for me, nothing. I'm like, okay, I'll call you back. I call Nasty C. Nasty C is like, yo, honestly, I'm not sure. There might be an issue, but like, yo, give me his number. I give him his number.
What?
I give Nasty his number. 20, 30 minutes later, Nasty's like, yo, all good.
But when the song dropped, the culture stopped. It was a massive generational bridge. You had the founding fathers' offspring in Stogie T. You had the 2000s era represented by Mags, and then you got the current Undisputed Kings and Nasty C and A-Reece all on the same song together. Listen, when Four Horsemen dropped, it was an extraordinary moment in hip-hop. It broke first-day streaming records for South African hip-hop song, beating out Drake's numbers in the region. But more importantly, it proved that hip-hop as a serious art form where the pen, the delivery, and the engineering matter is still highly profitable. It squashed the beef, united a fan base, and cemented Stogie T as the ultimate mastermind.
To my rock, my redeemer, Jesus Christ, for his glory and my salvation. To the Matepe Foundation, Metro FM, everyone who voted, you don't just honor the Molekanes tonight, you honor the Williams, you honor the Ngobos, you honor the Matabanis, you honor the Makubanis, the Simpsons, everyone who was involved in this moment. Hip-hop is about excellence, it's about competition, it's about community. Thank you very much.
Stogie T didn't just survive the game, he manipulated it. He evolved with it and taught the next generation how to run it. That's how you build legacy. If you appreciate deep dives into the culture and mechanics behind the music, drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and check out my breakdown on the latest video right here. And keep creating, keep listening, and I'll catch you in the next one. Y'all be cool how y'all be cool. Don't let nobody tell you how to do that. Peace.